Welcome back to Persona Q Shadow of the Labyrinth. Last time we explored a bit of the Evil Spirit Club and encountered our first FOE, the Creepy Chasing Baby. That's a weird sentence. But anyway, this time, we've actually got a few things we can do here. Quite a ton of conversations just unlocked. I might only do 2 of these, though. That's a funny way to describe it.
Huh? Oh, come on.
Oh. Good
Yeah,
grief.
already. That pretty much sums up the Evil Spirit Club. Akihiko, you're an idiot. The Phantom Mages are far worse than anything we've faced before. And it only gets worse. That same gimmick gets applied to later enemies in this dungeon. Though they're not nearly as memorable as the Phantom Mages, because the Phantom Mages are the first one you encounter. By the time you encounter the others, you usually have access to more options, and you can deal with them much more easily. Anyway, Archie, what you're saying? The answer is no! It's only this game that's made him like that. Yukara, you have no idea. And this is kind of an interesting call forward to Chie and Akihiko's relationship in Persona 4 Arena, where Chie kind of thinks that,
Hey, what's up?
and Chie even calls him Master
What?
there.
I'm counting on ya.
Huh?
Oh, that gives me bad flashbacks to something that happened to me back in high school. For our first sport excursion, they took us to this oval and they told us to do like 10 laps of the soccer pitch, 10 of half of the park, and then 10 of the whole park. We all almost died. So that conversation went in a different direction than I expected. But now this one. We've seen spiders a lot in this labyrinth. And also, whenever we go into a labyrinth, we see an animation that looks like a spider's web.
Oh, leader.
There's a lot of that kind of symbolism here. Yeah, we've seen a lot of these.
No.
Yeah, remember that from the very beginning?
I'll have a look around with my persona. Ah!
What's wrong, Fuka?
There was a spider by my feet.
The bell
What
and
did
the
you say?
spider are the 2 constants of this place. They keep showing up. Wait a minute, do regular organisms get transmogged during the dark hour? Because that'd be kind of weird. You'd see just tons of tiny coffins everywhere from all the insects. That's probably not true, but I don't know.
Wah!
What's wrong?
Oh, there was a spider crawling by my feet and... Huh? It's gone.
It means that whoever made this place likes spiders. And whoever made this place was trying to get it banned in Australia because of that Peppa Pig episode.
I'll give it a try.
No, man.
You know we might have time for this one. Expose Shinjiro's secrets!
Now that I think about it.
Huh?
Well, not now, but he did before. The thing about him being cold, though, that's more on the nose than you'd think, but the reasons for it are kind of spoilers and also kind of disturbing. No, she's kind of just a detective. That's kind of what they do. This only makes me think that Shinjiro's coat pockets must be really dirty if he has dog food in them all the time.
I see.
Well, at least Koromaru's happy.
No way!
For crying out loud.
Wowza!
Okay, so now there's something that I can do in the Velvet Room, and it seems a bit weird, because I just got Orochi, and Orochi is a very cool-looking persona, but just for the sake of extra compendium percentage, I have a way that I can fuse Orochi into Gunga, who's also a Navigator-based persona, without really losing much significance. That is, I can get rid of these two. And I'm gonna have to give up a couple of skills for this, but Cornucopia I think is a better version of Harvest Prayer anyway. Yeah, low chance to gather multiple times is probably better than rare. I went into this last time, I think, but I definitely want to pass Snake Glare and Renewal Ray. And Hunting Prayer. That means no Orb of Power, but you'll be learning Orb of Haste eventually. I'm mostly doing this for extra Persona percentage, though. Speaking of extra Persona percentage, just as soon as I get Gunga, I can probably now make Unicorn, although... Let me just quickly look this up. Okay, Orb of Haste is the only additional Navigator skill you learn, and Unicorn doesn't get any additional Navigator skills at all. So, staying with Gunga's probably slightly better, unless there's a way that I can level up Gunga with Sacrifice Spread. I can make Mithra out of 3 personas that I don't really need, though, except Pazuzu's going to learn Mudo-on eventually, and that might be a good skill to pass down to things. I don't know, though. Naoto and Koromaru will eventually learn Mudo-on naturally, so I suppose I can just do this. Again, this is more for completion. Okay, now it's time for party setup. I definitely need somebody with fire, and electric, I need both light and dark on the team, but preferably dark, because I really need to get rid of the protective Lexis. Let's see. I suppose I can switch back to Rise for support. Oh, great. Guess I'll have to. I suppose I can go with that combination. Okay, I really need to sort out my inventory at some point, because I have a lot of old armor still lying around that I should probably get rid of. But anyway, Garyasu's got a pretty standard setup, Junpei's got the Storm Ring due to his wind weakness, Yosuke has the Blazing Flame because why the heck not, you got that, Teddy still has the N Luck reverse. I'm going to keep it on him for the moment, because I think that'll be the best way to go with him for now, because for Teddy's persona, I'm going to cover him first, because... well, anything to make him more useful. I've got Maragi on him, just to increase the chances of... because he'll probably go last and keep his boost after hitting the Phantom Mages. Yukiko, I've just got that on you because your luck is fairly decent. I'm not entirely sure what to do with Yosuke in this party, so his persona might be flexible. Junpei obviously gets a physical-based persona. I'm going to keep that because I love immunity buffer, and Rise obviously has the Navigator persona. So with that... oh wow, I already have 45. Yeah, I really need to do some inventory cleanup. I'll see you back here after that. Oh yeah, I forgot to actually sell my stuff. That's probably why. Okay, we can get antibiotic gel now. Well, I suppose if I'm going all in on defense with Teddy, I may as well buy that. Okay, with inventory cleanup done, now it's time to head into death. I mean, Evil Spirit Club. I actually forgot to explore the upper branch of this area before. There's not much we can do here because this door is locked and the other pathway is a dead end. But the other pathway does lead to a few things. We won't be unlocking this one for a little while, though. That'll be our last destination on this floor. Except, you know, when you're here, this place is always at risk of being your last destination. Gotta love how they have the traditional creepy horror creaking door trope with doors here. So there's a chest over there.
Only one, but it's strong. Watch out.
Have I had that persona
There are
before?
shadows that strong here?
Yeah, every shadow's that strong here. So can't get to that chest just yet. And this just leads in a big loop. But if we head further up here, I think there is
Oh, hey, it's a power
a
spot.
power spot.
Let's go check
This
it
is
out.
what I wanted to show. Oh,
Oh,
hands.
that's a rare one.
And a phantom
I
mage.
will give you the chance to run.
Let's see. How to go about this? I kind of want to prioritize the phantom mage, honestly, because, I mean, that thing can actually kill us, whereas the hands, well, they can too, because they're starting to have Hummer and Mudor now, but yeah, I really, really want that thing to just die. So let's see, Tentarafu and Maragi. Lethargy Circle and Tentarafu might help debilitate the hands as well as the Phantom Mage. Because Agility Bind and Panic work pretty much equally well against just about everything.
I'm counting on you, Orpheus.
Of course, it's much better to actually panic the Phantom Mage rather than Agility Bind it, because most of its attacks are magical. One of the rare instances of magic being actually good in this game. That was not a good Tentarafu. I don't think this Lethargy Circle is going to do that well either.
Messed up.
Well, I got the Phantom Mage with it at least. Wow, Waffle looks weird in her portrait. I don't think I've ever really used Waffle that much. Yes, I'm going to be calling her that for this whole game. I don't think I've really used Waffle that much in normal runs. I suppose I can go for Swift Strike. That's only one row, but still. What here needs to... let's just go for that again. I suppose I can Maragi the Phantom Mage. And Maragi it again!
I'm counting on you, Orpheus.
Yeah, even when there are rare hands present, I'm focusing all my firepower on the Phantom Mage. That should tell you something about this dungeon. I'm so lucky I haven't run into more than one Phantom Mage at once, because that's when things get really, really bad.
Seriously?
Oh, of course you actually hit me.
Persona!
Okay, that's good. Hopefully that crit the hand.
Seriously?
Okay, that's good. We're gonna get a lot of boosts here, making one of the rare occasions we might be able to get an all-out attack in on a hand-type enemy. Come on. Nope.
Seriously?
2 enemies
Ah,
left.
wasn't lucky enough to get an all-out attack.
What's next?
I wonder if it's partially based on the enemy's agility stats. I don't know, because it seems like you don't get it very often against hands. What's next is everything focuses on the Phantom Mage and watches it die. You, though, you can Tentarafu. And you can just... I don't know what you can do. Maragi, I guess.
I'm counting on you, Orpheus.
Not dead yet.
Please come. I missed.
Well, now I didn't actually want to get that on the Phantom Mage because it's about to die. There we go. This is probably gonna miss. No, it didn't. Okay, then. Aha, you were smirking. That's not, as insane for you as it would be in Shin Megami Tensei 4.
One more enemy. We're doing well so far.
Wasn't one of the games, either that one or Apocalypse, where you eventually get a smile charge skill that automatically bestows boost on the user, except it's kind of pointless because by the time you do get it, it's like it costs so much SP that it's just not worth it, or is it MP in that game? The terminology kind of changes across various Shin Megami Tensei games and spin-offs. This one might end up getting away.
Escape.
I thought so, but we killed one of them.
Aw, they got away.
My persona's getting better and better.
And that's why I didn't need to fuse that onto you. I definitely prefer Shinkuha to Riseiha. Warrior title. Raises critical hit rate. Even better with Shinkuha. Only got the Phantom Mage's drop there, Ghost Lamp.
Yukiko-senpai, are you okay? Can you heal?
Yeah, let's have her heal. So, a PSA about the Evil Spirit Club. Power spots. We can get some items out of them. Oh, and it's gone.
There's something really off about that wall over there. Look at it.
If you are ever given an opportunity to risk an ambush for more materials, like it says you might be able to gather something rare but you sense the presence of shadows, never ever do it. Because if you do, the ambush will be two Phantom Mages, they will hit you with the Wind Corrosion Magarala combo immediately, and you will just die. There's no two words about it, you'll just die. So never, ever, ever risk P-spot ambushes, especially this early into the Evil Spirit Club. I am never going to even try and go for one.
Ooh, we're strong.
So what do we have inside this chest? We have Survival Guard. Okay, we found even better armor. That makes me annoyed that I bought better armor before. That's pretty solid, and I think that's gender neutral as well. Yes, it is, so I guess Yukiko's getting that because everyone else has better armor. Marking the chest in, stepping on all the floor tiles. Now, though, I just have to get back to where I was before, so I think I'll just cut back there.
That was rough.
No, it wasn't. It was in front of
More
him.
of this, please.
And Yosuke learns this, which is... You can probably see why by looking at his stats, that this isn't that great of a skill on him. Hint, that luck stat. But if you can give Yosuke a magic luck reverse, he becomes a lot better. That's generally what I like to do with him later in the game. Okay, here we are back where we were before. Now we can continue on. We have a door over there, and a complete dead end over there, so of course we can only go through this door. Just continue to move forward and be on the lookout for that! Again, I like to mark the rattle tiles in red. We also have a shortcut there.
The FOE's chasing after us.
Huh. This wall seems different.
And yeah, going through a shortcut will reset the
It's a
baby.
treasure
That's such a
box.
weird sentence.
I'm sure we'll find something inside.
I don't know why Teddy's so enthusiastic about treasure chests, but anyway. Well, I suppose because they have the word chest in them. Really?
A rare. Now's our chance.
I messed up.
Of course I'd get double agility by him and everything was already panicked.
They were suckered by my cuteness.
You don't often hear Teddy's
My
victory
claws
lines.
had it covered.
I'm actually really scared now because I've got so much luck with the gold shadows, I know I'm just going to get destroyed by Phantom Mages later on the floor. If I wasn't recording right now, I'd actually use a Goho M and head back and save after this kind of luck. To mark the chest in. And nothing else. This is basically just a safe area to hide away from the baby, except now we can skip back here and avoid the rattle space, and we don't need to be chased at all. The whole duck into a corner to avoid the monster chasing you thing, though usually in horror settings that tends to not work, because it tends to see you in there. And yeah, this is where, if you hadn't seen that shortcut before, you'd know about it.
There's something bothering me about that wall.
That one is actually one way, and it mainly exists just in case you...
Whew, that guy was strong.
Now, I think I know why that one-way shortcut exists. That's why!
Oh no, that FOE's coming after us.
Ooh, goo, gaga. So, that shortcut exists in case you trap yourself, and you need to just get out of here and reset the baby, which again is a weird word. Now, the babies are actually kind of smart. Sometimes if you take a different path across the floor, they will actually try and cut you off. In this case, it didn't really have a chance to, but again, we're not going to be going that way, because otherwise we might trap ourselves. Heading through a door means that it will just disappear.
You think you can catch the great Teddy?
Well, I'm glad I brought Teddy in here just for that alone.
Here. Let's check it out.
Ah, stupid encounter.
5 shadows.
Wow.
This is dangerous. I will show you my power. Huh? Over
Okay,
so
then.
soon? That was quick.
So, if I'm remembering correctly, this is a puzzle. Tell me Monday's 4th period and Friday's 3rd period. So, M4, F3 I'm going to put in there.
I have found it.
However, there's a bit more to this. And, oh boy, it's one of these. It's a fill-in-the-blanks puzzle. So, the two we need are marked with question marks, and as you can see here, civics, shop class, music, science, home ec, P, civics, language, music, science, blah, 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 blah. All alone. So, if we select watch Naruto once, and then select it again,
Huh?
I don't remember how many periods that I had back in high school. So, you're basically being warned here that if you keep selecting this option, Naruto will solve the puzzle for you, but where's the fun in that? She won't do that for any of the later puzzles in this dungeon though, only for the first one, though you will get progressively more and more hints if you keep failing the later puzzles. Anyway though, we actually already have enough information to solve this. Where did I make a note before on the schedule? There we go, there it is. After SA, pre-GS. Okay, so before geography is science, after shop is arts. So, the main thing that you want to keep in mind with this puzzle is you don't want to think of these as school periods. Just reduce them all to a single letter. It's less about the actual classes and more about it being a repeating pattern. Okay, staring at it for a bit, I've got it. It's been a little while since I did this puzzle, but now I've figured it out. I just wanted to make sure that I could fully explain this to you, because it can get pretty complicated. So the second hint is, ignore the days. Just write down every subject in a line. The days do not matter at all. All that matters is it's a recurring pattern. Also, the dashes get really confusing because it's kind of hard to think what that represents. The dashes are blanks in the schedule that you need to fill in yourself. And you don't need to fill in all the blanks in order to understand. All you need to do is see if you can find one area of the schedule that's similar to another. So, firstly, we have to insert art after shop, and geography, or was it geometry? It doesn't matter, they both start with a G. The actual subjects don't matter, so I'll just call it G. That comes after science. So for example, Tuesday is science, geography, or geometry, and then home ec. And on the first day, we have shop, art, question mark, music. So, to figure out these question marks, we need to look at what comes after them. After the first question mark comes music. Now, what comes before music somewhere else in the schedule? That would be language. The next question mark comes before shop class. What comes before shop class at another point in the schedule? That would be civics. So, Monday's 4th period is language, and Friday's 3rd period is civics. So yep, this one is language, and Friday is civics. This should be right. It's actually not too easy. Personally, when I first did this, I got very confused by the dashes in the schedule. I wasn't really sure what the dashes were meant to represent, whether they represented skipped periods or free periods. I thought the question marks were the only ones where you needed to fill in the blanks at first, and that really confused me.
Huh?
I don't blame Yosuke for not getting it. This puzzle is actually pretty tricky. You need to think about it for a little bit, but here Naoto actually explains. The weird thing is, you actually don't need either of these two pieces of information to figure it out. It just makes it more obvious that there is a pattern.
Huh? For crying out loud.
It's funny, when Akiko first said that, I thought that was part of the puzzle, but it's actually not.
Well, now that I think of it.
I think in Japan, they only get 2 electives. Japanese school schedules are pretty restrictive when it comes to those. Yeah, so this is what I was saying. You don't want to think about the actual subjects. It's all about just... think about them as just abstract variables.
What? Yes.
You don't actually need to find the exact repeating order. All you need to do is realize there is a pattern, and then see where the question marks fall in that pattern. And so we get language and civics. Kind of funny, my high school never even had civics as its own separate subject. This is why I ended up not liking geography very much in high school, because instead of geography, we had Australian geography, civics, and citizenship. And it was heavily focused on civics more than the actual geography pass. I'm sorry you're a little late to the punchline. And with that, we get the key. The key to the practice building, that is. And we get a Balm of Life. I think you do get an additional bonus if you solve this puzzle without relying on Naoto's hints.
Oh, wow!
Zen totally isn't jealous. Okay, so, yeah, back to the Evil Spirit Club. I don't want to really do too much because that took quite a while to explain, that puzzle.
That light over there, is that a power spot?
Okay, no ambushes.
That wall smells fishy, and not in a good way.
And with that, we now have access to the practice building. And I think now might be a good time to head back. It doesn't feel like we've done all that much, but we have solved the first puzzle of the Evil Spirit Club. And we've also fought a couple of gold shadows. Yeah, let's not risk another encounter. It will probably be phantom mages, which will probably kill me, knowing my luck. So, we've got that out of the way. Next time, more Evil Spirit Club. So, see you then.